His second-term agenda, his biggest obstacle, will be getting legislation through the House, where Republicans are still in control under Speaker John Boehner. David Drucker is Associate Politics Editor at Roll Call. So what do the next 4 years look like in terms of House of Representatives, White House relations, David?
Well, if it's judged by what we've seen the past couple of years and even the past couple of weeks, not that great. And it'll be interesting to see whether President Obama and the House Republican majority can come to an understanding that neither of them are going anywhere, at least until 2014. And let's see what we can try and get done, given that the accomplishments over the past preceding 2 years were really limited in scope and only based around trying to solve a crisis. And usually all they did was delay things and push them further down the road. And I think the beginning of that is the president's inaugural address, and then in a couple of weeks, the State of the Union. I think that'll signal where he wants things to be in terms of tone, and I think how House Republicans handle the upcoming fight over the debt ceiling will kind of signal exactly how much to the mat, in a sense, they want to go versus the president.
And David Plouffe, the presidential advisor, was on Fox News Sunday this morning talking about what he expects to hear from the president, saying it's all about common ground. I want to play that for you. Oh, okay, I thought we had it. Apparently we do not, but he said that, you know, there is common ground to be found between the president and the folks on Capitol Hill. I just wonder if that's pie in the sky dreaming. I mean, it just seems like Speaker Boehner and a large percentage of the Republican caucus was elected to, you know, cut taxes, cut the deficit, or cut the deficit at least. The president doesn't seem to be on that same page.
Yeah, look, the Republicans in the House and in the Senate, for that matter, and the president, I think, so fundamentally disagree on the major issues of the day. I mean, so much so that I think common ground is very hard for them to find and will continue to be hard for them to find. I think the key thing to look for, John, and if people want to try and figure out are things going to be different over the next 4 years and at least the next 2 years, do they at least start to show signs of wanting to negotiate deals where both sides are allowed to win? We have not seen that. Whether you want to blame the president, whether you want to blame Republicans, you just haven't seen that. They don't like each other. They don't get along well. There are no relationships there whatsoever. And that's why I'm skeptical that things will be different. And again, it kind of goes to the core of what they believe. They just don't agree on anything. I'd be shocked if they agreed on what color the sky is, and that's part of the problem we're dealing with here.
So we should expect sort of 4 years of small ball on Capitol Hill, just incremental, tiny steps?
Well, you know, that would be an accomplishment if they were able to achieve several incremental, tiny steps on issues like immigration, on spending and the deficit, on whether or not Congress can pass a budget and send it to the president, things of that nature. I wouldn't discount that as being bad. I just think let's see if they can decide that they're going to try and create win-win deals, and then you have to look inside Congress, where you have a Democratic Senate and a Republican House, to see if they can agree enough to give the president something to sign. And you have three entities here, in effect, that need to try and find a way to work things out. And the question is, can they? It didn't work so well the past couple of years, but oftentimes in politics, past isn't prologue, and so I think before we make any snap judgments, I'm telling you how things appear, but we've seen things change when looking at past presidencies and Congresses when you didn't think they would.
All right, we'll keep watching it over the next 4 years. David Drucker from Roll Call, thank you.